I want to say that I'm blessed to be a child of God, and I thank God for everything He's done for me in my life. You know, I've always had ups and downs, but He's always been there. And that's the thing about God. God's always there. I was in a terrible accident in 2017, and actually the doctors come in and asked me, did I want them to save my legs? And I said yes, because I knew there was more that I had to do for God. And He's just been so wonderful for me. In this accident, I was life-flighted. And, they didn't expect me to live through it, actually. But I made it because I knew God was in my presence. When I went into the operating room, it was the same as anybody would know an operating room would be. And I remember during my surgery being in a tunnel. It just sounded like I was in a tunnel with wind whirling everywhere. And I was crying out to God to take me home. I wanted to go to heaven. I didn't think I could stand the pain that I was in any longer. But my God is so good. He's so good. Let me try to finish the testimony for you if I can. During that operation, like I say, it just sounded like wind whirling everywhere. But then all of a sudden, on my left side, I could actually see what looked like just people walking around. I couldn't see faces, but it was people walking around. My interpretation of that was there was people praying for me. That I had people praying for me, lots of people. And then all of a sudden, during the time I was crying out, all of a sudden, on my right side, I saw a view of a man. Couldn't see the face, didn't know, but I knew in my heart that it was God. I knew God was with me in that operation room. And at that moment, God spoke to me, clear as day. When I was crying out to die, He spoke to me, you've got more work to do. So that meant I had to serve Him some 4 years, and I was going to serve Him as long as I live. I thank Him for every moment I can move and walk. As you can see, I'm walking now a little bit. I still depend on a walker because of the fact that the doctors are telling me that if I fall and break my right leg again, that they will have to amputate it. But I'm standing here with both legs, a woman that shouldn't have survived that accident. And I'm just telling you that God is so good. And if He did it for me, He can do it for you. And I can't praise Him enough. And I beg you this day, while there's still time, the world is a crazy world. While there's still time, find somewhere, find God, get in a corner somewhere, talk to Him just like He's sitting next to you, even though you can't see Him. He is there. He's there. If He was there with me, He's there with you. He says He'll be there with all of us. And I believe that with all my heart because He's proven that to me thousands and thousands of times. Like I say, I want to thank God, and I hope this testimony blesses someone.